Focus, people. Let's stay focused. All right, so I'll try to make this short because you guys do not like long videos. All right. So, how I pretty much paid off $134,000 student loans in 3 years. I didn't. All right, but this is not cap, is what you say, or a lie. Here's what happened. Okay, so my student loans. Uh, oh, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Probably the Lakers. But anyways, so my student loans were 134,000 accumulative. That was all of them. And what I did was I found out that since I was on disability, this is the disability that you have to go and see a doctor every 5 years. It's permanent disability. I think it's SSDI, or I don't know, whichever one is which. Anyway, so what I did was I found out through somebody else that if you go down to the disability office or call disability and say, I have student loans, but I can no longer, I can't work, I can't do traditional work and pay off these loans. What can I do about it? There is a student loan forgiveness program for people who are on SSDI. All right. So I said, okay, how does it work? They send you the information, and Nelnet, I think, sends you the information. And you read through it, and basically it says you can't change your address. You can't change your phone number. You can barely change anything. You can't go and get other student loans. And you can't make above whatever the poverty restriction is for your state. In my state, that was $16,000. Now it is $17,000. So I could not make over. So I could not make over $17,000 for any of the 3 years. So I was on restriction for 3 years. Now, mind you, if you do change your, if you do change any, if you do, sorry, somebody's talking to me. Hold on. So basically what I did was, okay, so if you do change anything within those 3 years, if you change your address, if you change your phone number, you have to let them know. So you basically let them know. Also, at the end of every year, you have to send them how much money that you did make. It's not saying that you cannot work. It's saying that you can't make above the poverty line and get forgiven for your loans. So they already know what that poverty restriction is, and you just can't make above that money. And so you have to send them your information every year as far as taxes. Did you make more than the poverty line? And you're just going, no, I did not. Then you prove that you didn't. They see what your income is. Come on now, this is the government. They see what your income is. Boom, find out that you did not make above 17, 16, 18, whatever it is in your state. And once you do that for 3 years, boom, they send you information and said, hey, you've fulfilled all the requirements. You no longer own your student loans. And that's what happened to me. And I also found out that I think that if your parents are on disability, you can work something out too. So if you guys, any of you guys who are on permanent disability, because I was listening to the Dave Ramsey show, and a guy was on there who was permanently disabled, and he was saying that he owed $25,000 in student loans. And Dave was like, yo, you can get that forgiven. And he was like, they won't forgive it. Dave was like, yes, they will. They have to. Because this man was living just like I am. He was living off of a budget. And his budget was His disability was $750 a month. So you're not paying your student loans if all you're making is $750 a month. It's just not even possible. So it's not even worth them trying to collect from you, because you cannot physically go out there and make that money, and neither could I. And so, am I using my degree? Yes and no. Right now, I am getting into a volunteer program, and the volunteer program is for an ombudsman. So I'm just gonna do that, and eventually I'll contract myself out to do some ombudsman stuff every now and then, but I'll be getting paid for it. But ombudsman, even if I go full time, is $42,000 to $62,000 a year. That's nothing to sneeze at, because that's the average wage of, especially of a black man, is 42,000. But once again, I cannot work like everyone else. I can't do the whole 8-hour thing. I just can't. So I can see myself just doing some little side stuff like that. Yeah, work from home, doing some little side stuff, I can see doing, and I'll be okay. Other than that, I won't be, yeah. Other than that, I probably will never be the traditional worker, and I'll be using my degree, what makes me feel good, that I did all that studying, and finally, using my degree, even though you don't need a degree to be an ombudsman, but it does help when it comes to being hired. If I was able to go to work, did you get vaccinated? No. Don't ask me that again. Don't ask me that again. You've asked me that all the time, and I've told you the same thing. I'm not getting vaccinated unless I have to. Don't ask me that again, because I'm not going to answer you. I'm just going to ignore your question. So there is that, people. So that's how I did it. If you guys know anybody who's on disability, go ahead and inform them that they can get, forgiven for student loans if they're not out there working. You ask me it all the time. You ask me it in the comment section. You've been asking me this for 2 months. You've been asking me, and I keep telling you the same thing. No, I'm not getting it unless I have to. Unless there's something that, no, I'm just not. I'm not doing it, and I don't. So that's just that. I don't even want to talk about that stuff, because when I talk about it, YouTube dings me, and I've already got 2 dings, 1 more, and I'm out of here. So I don't even want to discuss stuff like that, because YouTube is having a fit, and it is cutting people off. And I just got back on after being cut off for 2 weeks for talking about the same thing, so I'm not going to talk about it. You'll be fine, brother. It's safe. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Take it easy. Bye.